80% of workers say they lack the time or energy to do their job well. That means the problem isn't your calendar, it's what you're allowing onto it in the first place. Greg McKeown's book, Essentialism, flips the whole script. The most productive people aren't better at managing time, they're brutal about protecting it. The Burnout Trap. So here's the lie we've all been sold. If you feel overwhelmed, get a better calendar app, make a stricter schedule, and manage your time harder. But the numbers tell a completely different story. Microsoft surveyed the global workforce and found that 4 out of 5 workers say they lack the time or energy to do their job well, which means this isn't a time management problem, it's a priority problem. And it's getting worse. The burnout rate worldwide has climbed to 43%, up from just 38% 2 years ago. In the United States, a Deloitte survey found that 77% of workers have experienced burnout at their current job, not at some old job they left, but right where they are now. So switching companies doesn't fix this because the root cause follows you everywhere. The most striking part is what Deloitte discovered in 2025. For the first time, mental fatigue and cognitive strain have surpassed workload volume as the leading cause of burnout. It's not that you're working too many hours, it's that you're constantly switching contexts, answering messages, sitting in meetings that could have been emails, and making trivial decisions all day long. Your brain is running a marathon through quicksand, and every step pulls you deeper. This is the modern trap. You're busy all day, but you finish with nothing that actually matters. Answering 100 emails didn't move the one project forward that would change your year. You said yes to every request, and now your own priorities are buried under everyone else's. Checking every box on your to-do list somehow left you emptier at the end because you were moving all day, but you weren't actually going anywhere. McKeown calls this the state of motion sickness. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere. You're reacting to every notification and every demand instead of choosing where your energy goes. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The real question is how you escape it. What essentialism actually means. This is where essentialism comes in. Greg McKeown wrote the book to answer one question. He wanted to know why some people do less but achieve far more. He defines essentialism in 3 words, and those words are less but better. It's not about doing more things faster. What it's about is doing the right things, period. And here's what surprises people. Essentialism isn't about going back to some simpler time. It's not about deleting your email or disconnecting from the internet or living like a hermit, which would be moving backwards. It's about applying the rule of less but better to the life you already have, right now, with the job and the responsibilities you already have.
McKeown draws a sharp line between 2 types of people. The non-essentialist lives by default. They say yes to almost everything because they don't want to disappoint anyone, and other people set their priorities without them even realizing it. The essentialist lives by design. They know that if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. And that line hits hard because it's true. Your boss, your inbox, and your social media feed are all happy to decide what matters for you. McKeown also points out something strange about the word priority. It entered the English language in the 1400s, and for 500 years it stayed singular. It meant the very first thing, the one thing that comes before everything else. Only in the 1900s did we pluralize it and start talking about priorities. We took a word that meant one thing and turned it into many things, and that's not an accident. It reflects how we started pretending we could focus on 10 things at once. So essentialism isn't one more productivity hack to add to your list. It's a whole new way of doing everything, and it comes down to 3 specific practices. But first, you need to accept one uncomfortable realization. You can't do it all, and you were never supposed to. The 3 core practices. Explore to discern.
If you want to practice essentialism, you need to do three things. The first is to explore before you commit. Nearly everyone rushes into decisions because they think speed equals productivity, but essentialists spend more time exploring, listening, debating, and thinking before they lock in. They know that some opportunities are so much more valuable than others that finding them repays the effort tenfold. McKeown calls this creating your essential intent. It's one decision so clear and so concrete that eliminates 1,000 smaller decisions later. Think of it as a filter that you hold up to every request, every invitation, and every distraction, and if it doesn't match your intent, the answer is no. Peter Thiel took this to an extreme at PayPal. He required every single employee to identify exactly one priority, and he refused to discuss anything else with them. It sounds harsh, but it worked. People stopped splitting their energy and started making real progress on the one thing that actually moved the company forward. But picking your one priority is only the first step. The harder part is accepting what you have to give up. Embrace trade-offs. The second practice is embracing trade-offs. Most of us hate this part. We want to believe we can have it all, and that with enough hustle we can squeeze every opportunity in. The non-essentialist asks, how can I do both? While the essentialist asks, what do I want to go big on? That one change in wording changes everything about how you experience your day. McKeown quotes the economist Thomas Sowell, who said, "There are no solutions, there are only trade-offs." That sounds negative at first, but essentialists see trade-offs as a natural part of life, not a disaster. Instead of asking, what do I have to give up? They ask where they want to go big. It's the same situation, but the framing gives you power instead of loss. A simple tool McKeown suggests is the 90% rule. When you evaluate any opportunity or request, score it on a scale of 1 to 10. If it's not a 9 or a 10, it's a 0. That sounds extreme, but that's the point. You're not looking for good opportunities, you're looking for the great ones, and great is rare. Saying no to the good is how you make room for the great. Protect your priority. The third practice is protecting your priority. McKeown quotes Josh Billings, who said, "Half of the troubles of this life can be traced to saying yes too quickly and not saying no soon enough." That's the essentialist rule in one sentence. The rule is a slow yes and a quick no. Here's a truth that a lot of people miss. Anytime you fail to say no to a non-essential request, you're really saying yes by default. You're saying yes to someone else's priority and no to your own. It's not mean to say no. It's honest, and it protects the space you need for what actually matters. Jack Dorsey described the CEO role as being the chief editing officer. Your job is to constantly take inputs and decide which ones make sense for what you're doing, which means cutting, condensing, and correcting every single day. Bill Gates famously takes weeks away from his daily duties just to think and read. And here's a detail that surprises people. The best violinists in the world slept an average of 8.6 hours per day, not less. They understood that protecting your energy isn't laziness, it's the discipline that makes your best work possible. So if you do these three things, what actually changes is bigger than you might expect. What changes when you live this way? So here's what actually changes when you start living this way. McKeown explains that you move from motion sickness to momentum. Instead of making a millimeter of progress in a million directions, you generate tremendous momentum toward the few things that matter most. That's the difference between being busy and being productive, and it shows up in how you feel at the end of every day. The non-essentialist feels busy but under-contributing. They spend the whole day reacting to messages, jumping between tasks, and sitting in meetings that other people put on their calendar. At the end, they wonder what they actually accomplished. The essentialist feels focused and effective because every hour is attached to something that matters. They finish the day knowing they moved the needle on the thing they care about most. By investing in fewer things, you get the satisfying experience of making real progress. Your essential intent eliminates 1,000 later decisions, so your decision fatigue drops without you even noticing. You stop agonizing over small choices because the big choice has already been made. You might wonder if you should go to that event, so you check it against your intent. If it doesn't match, the answer is clear and you move on without the guilt. And here's the emotional payoff. You give yourself permission to stop trying to do it all. You accept that you'll disappoint some people and that some good opportunities will pass you by. That's uncomfortable at first because we're trained to please everyone. But you also accept that you contribute most when you protect space for what matters instead of cramming more tasks into the same calendar. The solution was never another app, another hack, or another morning routine. It's a systematic discipline for discerning what is absolutely essential, then eliminating everything that is not. That's what the most productive people do. They don't manage time better. They edit their lives with the same intensity a CEO edits a company. And the result is that you achieve more by doing less. Conclusion: your highest contribution comes from protecting space for what matters, not squeezing more in. If you want more frameworks like this, check out the video on The Strangest Secret. Subscribe for more book insights if this video helped.